What is up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and today we are going to be installing our roar pedal on our white Cadillac STS. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to be installing it, so let us get into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not checked out my stuff, please go down, like, and subscribe. But today we are going to be installing our roar pedal. We're going to be installing our roar pedal in this car. Like I said, we've had this before in our gray one, but now we're going to be installing this in our white one. So we are here right now going to be installing this. It really doesn't take that long, and let's do some explaining of what this stuff does. So we're going to be installing this roar pedal. If you guys have not seen the video that I made for my silver one, it's down there below. It's way down there. This roar pedal I did a good while back, and it really blew up my channel. So I really enjoyed showing it to people and then putting it in and showing it to you guys. So we're going to do it this time in the 08 with the V8. So I tried installing this. I tried installing my, so this is the, there's two different kinds. It doesn't matter, just the box. But I have one for my V6. Still have it. Tried to install it into my V8 and it didn't work. It actually revved the RPMs like crazy, and I didn't realize is because the specs are different. So the roar pedal works for just about any amount of vehicle, but they need specs. They need what kind of vehicle it is, what kind of displacement, what kind of V8, V6, 4-cylinder. And I put the V6 with the V8 thinking that it would work because everything would clip in together, which naturally it did. But the problem is that it did not match with the revs. So when I started the car just revved like crazy, and I tried to turn it off, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I did it a couple times, and then I realized, like, duh, dude, it's a V6 that you had that for. This is a V8, and I bet you that's the reason why. It's because it's not configured for a V8. It's configured for a V6. So we ordered. This is the actual new one. We ordered one specifically for the V8. So hopefully it'll all work out great. So I do have an extra one for a Cadillac STS V6 3.6 liter V6. I do have an extra one. I don't need it. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a giveaway, or if someone wants it, you can message me down below in the comments. Hey, I would like to have that. So it definitely would be helpful for you. If it's helpful for your vehicle, then I may do a giveaway, or if someone wants it, hit me up down in the comments, or hit me up on Instagram as well. You could do that as well, just to say, hey, I want it, and then we can figure out some way of shipping it to you. But yes, so this roar pedal has 4 settings. It has eco mode, has sport mode, sport plus mode, and race mode, all from 1 to 9. So depending on your vehicle, depending on if it works. Like my car doesn't have an eco mode, so it only has just 1 setting. But if your car has eco mode, it gives you more settings. Only reason why I know that is my friend had one of those Kia Stingers, and he stuck it in his vehicle, and when we were putting it in for him, we noticed that his eco mode had 1 through 9. And the only reason why he had that is because he had eco button where he could turn it off and on. I didn't have that. I don't have that in mine. So all I have is just a setting 1 for eco, or just the eco. That's it. There's no 1 to 9. It's just eco mode. That's it. So it goes from 1 to 9, 9 being aggressive, and it has different modes that'll help you with your throttle lag. So a lot of the new cars have drive-by-wire. So with the drive-by-wire, you have some throttle lag, and it's just with any common car. You try to mash on it and then it doesn't even work. But now with this roar pedal, it saves you from that. It takes away all the lag and then gives you all the power. So it's good for towing. It's good for just highway. If you don't want to put a supercharger or turbocharger in your car, or your car does not have the application for it, this will kind of mimic that. So basically, it's not a horsepower additive. Well, in ways it is. It does boost your response and your speed and everything, but it's not like a supercharger. It's not like a turbocharger. You could easily turn it off. You could easily take it off out of your vehicle, and nothing. You act like your car never even had it. It's a really good, quick tool if you don't, one, feel like doing all that crazy work of turbo supercharger and hop up the motor and all that stuff like that. This is kind of a substitute for the everyday person who wants a little speed, a little bit of less lag. Maybe they're towing something, you know, they could use this to help them, give them that extra boost. So it has for many applications. If you want to take your car racing, you can add a little extra edge to your new vehicle that's already boosted and already turbocharged. This will help it a little bit. So there's many applications of what this thing can be used for. So I use it for basically just a little extra boost kick. And then the V8, we'll see how it works, because in the V6 it worked out really well. It was like a totally different car. So so I was really happy to put that in. But yeah, we're super excited about this. So I'm hoping that you guys will really like this. Please give me a thumbs up or a like, and let me know, see if you guys like this kind of stuff. But let us go ahead and start getting this installed. So here we go. We've got the black one. The one I have that's for the V6 is red. I wanted to kind of distinct between the two. So this is the black one. I got it in black this time, and hopefully it'll work out pretty good. We'll probably put it somewhere about right here, and then we'll run it, and then we'll do all our cool stuff with it. So it's really quite simple. It's just unplug the harness from the throttle, and then do like a little bridge in between the two, bolt it back up, and then everything works. So let us basically get this installed. So we just open this up a little bit. So you got your thing here. Oh, this is cool. They didn't have this one last time. So the previous one, they didn't have a sticker. Now this one's got a sticker. So this is definitely really cool. I'm gonna stick this on the car. That's really cool. Then you have your harness. You got your some zip tie, and you got your little sticky back for the little controller. And then this is what's gonna go in between your throttle harness and your throttle. So it's pretty simple. So let us get into it. All right, so first things first, you got to get under the car. Depending on your vehicle, if you have access, you got to get to this pedal here. There's a harness under there, which you cannot see because there's no light. So basically, we're going to pull these panels off. There's a panel right here we got to take off to get more access to the throttle. And then we will go ahead and go for that. Since it's so dark, I'm so sorry. It's really hot out. So I'm kind of in the shade to kind of take away some of the heat bearing on me. So basically we're just going to be taking this panel off first, and then we will go from there. So there's 3 screws on this one to take off, and I'll show you when we get it off. Okay guys, and just like that, there's 3 screws on that comes off. There's here, and then there's one here. So all we gotta do is just take this little tab off here. If I get my flathead here. Sorry about that. So we're gonna just take this, kind of loosen that up, and pull that out. Then this just comes right out, and we can pull this off to the side. Put it down here on the ground here. All right. There's 3 screws. And then now we have access. If you can see up here, we have access to the throttle. There's three nuts. There's one to the left right there, one up there to the right, and then there's one all the way at the top. Then we get those out with a 10 millimeter, then we'll be good to go. Okay guys, so now we're back. So now we got it off. So this is where it is. This is the harness that's gonna go between the throttle cable, and the harness. So we piggy in between the two. So one goes in here, the other one goes in the harness, and then we're good to go. So all we got to do is take this one, make sure it fits, put it down, make sure we get the right one. Yes, we do. It's just got to click. All right. Now we got that in, and then now we just go up under here. There's the other end, that little gray part, that's the other cable. Then we just snap it in, bolt it up, and then we're good to go. All right, guys, so I didn't even realize my phone has an auto light where I can shine the light down. Well, too bad we already got it in there. But as you see, there's the 3 screws. 1, 2, and the third one's hiding behind this harness right there. So we got it all tied in. So now we're tightening them up right now. So we're gonna get our hands in there, get this thing nice and tightened, and then we will get it going. All right, there's one. The second one's up there. There's 2. All right, so we're good to go. Now we're gonna hook it up. Okay, guys, so now we got everything plugged in. We're gonna see if this thing will start up. All right, seems like we're good. All right, so here we go. We're at FU, which is Sport Plus mode. And then if I change it, I'll get my hand on it. If I change it, that is Sport mode. That's nothing. This is race mode, and that's sport mode. Wait, hold on, I think it's different this time. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is sport mode, and this is, oh, sorry. Hold on, I gotta put it down here. Okay, so this is off. This is completely off. It's not working, it's not running, nothing's happening. So if I change it, this is race mode. This is Sport Plus mode. Actually, we got some more modes in here. Wow. Yeah, we got actually some extra modes. So apparently mine has the eco mode. Because all my modes, because this right here should be sport mode. And then this is off. This is, okay, I remember now. SA, this is eco mode. This is sport plus, this is race mode. This is sport plus mode. This is sport mode. And then it's off. So we are good to go. And it's not even revving up my RPMs or anything like that. So we are in the good shape. So let us finish buttoning this up, getting this mounted, and then we'll take it for a spin. All right, guys, so we are done. It's all installed, ready to go, and we're gonna look at the manual. So this is the manual right here. Tells you everything about your vehicle, tells you how to wire it. So you see it goes in between the throttle body and the harness wire going to the throttle. Then it goes in between the two, and there you go. Then you're good to go. And just like this, as you see, there's the modes. There's different kinds of modes. So like I said, this is off, normal mode. You're not even using it. This is eco mode, SA. So now my SA actually has a different eco mode setting, which is cool because my other one didn't have it. All I had was just the SA with nothing, but it still worked, but it just didn't have any other settings I could go higher with. And then see the HA is sport mode, the FU is sport plus mode, and then the S3 is the race mode. That's like if you want to take it to the track, this is the mode that you actually would use. And then this one's a little bit of sport plus mode, extra sensitive, and then sport mode. And then normally I used to stay in sport mode, and here I rarely use the race mode because, you know, that's like track. The throttle is very snappy and throws you back in your seat if you're not waiting for it. Plus, this isn't also good to use in regular driving, you know, stop and go traffic, all this craziness. Your throttle, you'd be bucking back and forth every time you hit the throttle and that. So that's race mode. Sport Plus mode's a little better. You can dial it down just a little bit. You can still have some sensitivity taken away, but usually sport mode is what I usually use. Maybe eco mode. We'll actually try that. So we're going on a road trip a little coming up soon, so we might actually do a part 2 and show you how we do this on the road trip. So this would be really cool. And then it tells you, you know, all your prompts and stuff like that, what, you know, what they do and the functions and stuff like that. But we already know how to use that. So close this up, put this away. So as you see now, we're in off. So that's this is eco mode. So we'll actually turn that down to a 1. And then this is sport. This is race mode. We usually don't use race mode that much, so we'll probably keep that down to a 1. This is FU. So normally, if I have the last one, I think I had it on a 4, but we'll leave it at a 3. And then this is sport mode. I actually will turn that down to just a 1. We'll just give it a try and see how it goes. So let's take it for a spin and let's see what happens. Okay, guys, so we're gonna try this. We are in sport mode. Gonna give it a little bit of go. We're actually going to go this way. Whoa! I definitely feel the lag gone for sure. For sure. Wow. I definitely feel the lag gone. So, wow. This is really nice. With this one, I won't get too crazy with it because the V8's really powerful even without this setup. So I probably keep it pretty low, not get too crazy into it. I really wanted it in for some extra power because this does still have the lag just like any other vehicle that doesn't have this. It still has that pickup lag, and I just want to be able to take away that so that way I can get the full potential power of the V8 without the lag. So that's pretty much the reason why I got another one. I really liked the first one that I had. I may have did a little bit more using and abusing with the V6, but like getting on it and stuff like that, I didn't do like burnouts or anything like that, and it just extra acceleration. I did it a little bit more. I used it a little bit more rougher on the V6. The V8, we will keep it kind of low and conservative. Kind of like if you added a supercharger or a turbocharger to a already powerful vehicle, you're not going to want to, you don't want to just get on it, and just abuse it, so we definitely don't want to do that. So yeah, but it feels good. It feels really, really good, guys. I'm super happy installing it. Like I said, we're going to go on a road trip in a couple of days. So I think what we may do is we'll do a part 2 and we'll take it on the road, see how it handles in highway traffic. This also helps get out your carburetor. It helps clean out the carburetor. If you drive city driving all the time and then you finally take it on a highway on a long road trip, this will actually help clean it out a little bit as well. Not too much, but enough. It gets some of the carbon breakup because, the throttle response is a lot more. You definitely aren't going to have a problem passing cars. So if you got a slow car or it was a little hard to get around in vehicles, this will take care of that for sure. You want a little bit of pep in your vehicle, you want to pick up some speed, this is the unit to get. So wow, it is actually really, really smooth and really, really picky. It picked up. I only got it on 1. So one of the other things that I did not mention is that you also got to make sure that your motor mounts and trans mounts, and like with mine, I have a rear diff mount. You want to make sure all your mounts are good, because if they ain't good or if they're about to wear, this thing was going to show it. Especially if you turn it up and get on it and bang on the throttle, it's definitely going to let you know what's not set right. Trust me, I know. I had my silver one, and I didn't know that the motor mounts were going bad. And when I put this roar pedal in, it let me know for sure that they were bad or need to be replaced. So I did that, got them fixed, and then the rear diff bushing was going bad. They're pretty common in this car. So, like, you can't feel it, but I don't know if you hear that thump noise. That thump noise means that my rear differential bushing is bad. So I'll have to get that replaced. I usually go to Rev Shift to get theirs, and I fix it, and then I don't ever have to worry about it ever again. It'll never do the bucking and never do that thump, because the Rev Shift's bushings are polyurethane, and they take care of the issue 100%. So definitely going to be installing that. Plus a couple of other little bushing goodies under the car. But yeah, I'm super stoked with this. I am really happy the way this thing is riding. It's got the power. The lag is gone. It's just, geez. It's quick. It's quicker now. It was a little bit quicker before, but now it's even quicker. And I don't even have it up. I just have it on 1. So normally I don't usually go over, 1 or 2. Just because it's just a little intense, just one of those great things, and you don't want to overdo it, because it's not going to hurt the car at all. All it's doing is just taking the signal from your foot to the throttle through the cable and boosting it. It's boosting the signal, basically. That's all it's doing. It's not adding anything. You don't gain any more horsepower by doing it. You gain the feel experience. So that's what you're getting out of this. You're getting rid of the lag of the throttle and all of the instantaneous, like you would feel if you had a high-end sports car, like a Hellcat or something that was high horsepower, turbocharged, supercharged. The lag's gone because all that power from the turbo supercharger, or even naturally aspirated motors like cammed or pistons or whatever, you stroked it, they'll give you that extra throttle response. But if your vehicle doesn't have that or whatever, this actually fixes that. So it takes away that, gives you a little bit of fun out of your vehicle, and you definitely will notice a difference to the point where you will actually like it. So, but it can get you in trouble if you got a lead foot. This will eat gas. It doesn't tell you that, but it will drink some gas if you throttle it all the time and you get on it with your throttle and you've got a lead foot and you're doing your Fast and Furious. You're definitely going to see your gas gauge go down. But if you moderate and conserve it, then you won't have any issues. It'll actually, you can put on eco mode and use that to help with your gas mileage, and then you can kind of go from there. So I think it's called to consider a win. All right, guys, so we just took the car for a spin. It's running really, really good. So now we're going to skip to the day where we're going to take it for the road trip. So let us get to Sunday and let us take it on a road trip. What's up, guys? So it is Sunday. We are driving the Cadillac on a road trip. We got the roar pedal installed right now. We're driving with it. Right now it's pretty much smooth. I like it. I've only messed with the Sport Plus and the Sport mode. A little bit of the race mode just to see how it was, but I have not tried the eco mode. I'm on a road trip, I might as well try it, but I haven't tried it yet. I'm really pretty much in sport mode. I really like it. This car has got power already, so it took away the lag just a little bit, because this car, I didn't realize it, but this car didn't have much lag. It had just a little bit tiny lag. But this roar pedal takes away all that lag, and I don't even feel it. I could tap it and go. I barely have to hit the throttle because this car is so floaty with the speed. It actually holds its speed. That's why I love this car so much. And I think some other people have talked about it in their like XLRs or other ones with the North Star V8. When this thing is running good, it actually holds your speed. I could literally take my foot off and I'm still coasting at the speed that I was. It goes down a couple of miles, but it doesn't lose the whole speed. It doesn't like just drop throttle. So we're gonna continue driving. I'm not gonna film me driving. It's just because it's a 3-hour drive, and I don't feel like I don't think 3-hour drive is gonna be very appealing. So when we get to our destination, we'll stop. We'll talk about it more, and then we'll go from there. So let us get to our destination, and we'll talk when we get there. Okay, guys. So we just left our destination. I'm sorry I didn't film it when I got there. My phone had died for the camera, so I had to wait for it to charge back up. But overall results, it's really working well. It really works really good. I had a lot of power getting around people, going up hills, because we are leaving the countryside of Virginia, so there's a lot of hills, a lot of hilly areas, and you know, you have to get around people, and it did really well. I am super happy. I did try it in sport. Was a Sport Plus mode. I'm sorry. Sport Plus mode, and man, that thing is fast. And even in race mode, this thing moves with this V8. And man, I was moving. So I kept it pretty much at sport mode, just because I wanted to give it a little bit of oomph to, you know, get around things and take care of the lag and stuff. So yeah, it works really well. I'm super happy with it. So now we are headed back. Like I said, I don't want to keep filming you guys driving me 3 hours back and forth. There's nothing awesome to see when I'm driving, unless I was stopping. But we're gonna get back home. And when we get back home, we will conclude our testing of the Roar pedal. So let us get back home and we'll talk about it. All right, guys, so we are back. It took a little while to get home, and it wasn't Roar pedal related. It was transmission related. So it took me so long. It took me a while to get home because I had an occurring issue with the car's transmission. Apparently, I think my transmission temperature sensor is going bad because I have transmission hot, idle, turn off. So basically it's telling me that my transmission is getting too hot and overheating. So I've had it for a while. I think started a while ago when I drove with my dad. That was the first time, and it's happened maybe 3 or 4 times. I took it to a transmission place the first time, and they said they couldn't see anything wrong. There was plenty of fluid. So I think it's probably a temperature sensor related. So it took me a while to get home. I had to pull over and just let the car sit for a couple of hours. Went to a Applebee's and ate, and then I drove back, and I could drive from where I was all the way back home, and I didn't have any problems. So it was basically telling me, I looked up to some forums, and they were saying turn the AC on full blast while you're driving, and that seemed to work pretty good. But what it is pretty much it's been so hot lately that my car doesn't like to sit idle for too long. So basically this car is hot. You know, it's got a V8, it's all packed in there. It's generating heat like crazy. And then the transmission, you know, is trying to keep up with that. The motor is fine. It's cool as a cucumber. It doesn't even raise or lower or anything. So, but the transmission is causing the issues, and it causes it to act a little funny and act up. And it's done it like maybe 4 or 5 times. But it goes into limp mode, and then you can't hardly go anywhere. You have to let it cool down. Once you let it completely cool down, then you could drive it again. There's no issue. But you may have to take it in and get the temperature sensor looked at, or figure out what's wrong with the cooling system of it. Maybe something's wrong with the cooling radiator part of for the transmission. Don't know, but I'm home. I made it home, so we're all good. But guys, the Roar pedal worked amazing. It's great. Everything is good. I did not get a chance to try eco mode because of the transmission started acting up when I came back. A little after I had told you guys we were gonna get ready to get home, I started having transmission issues when there was like a couple of traffic backups. And then after that, it just started going downhill from there. So, but I made it home after I let it cool down for a good hour and a half, and then I could drive it all the way home. So now it's cooling down. I'm gonna let it cool down, and then we'll check it tomorrow. But that'll be another issue we'll talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that myself. I might have to take it to the dealership or transmission place to let them do it, because we're dealing with the fluid. I got to refill it and all that stuff. So probably be better just to let the dealership handle it, because they can change the fluid, the filter, and everything all at once. I could do it, but it's a pain in the butt to try to keep filling that transmission up every time you drain it. So if we get in there, we have to do everything right then and there. I want to replace the filter. I want to replace the temperature sensor, everything. So I'm probably going to get under there tomorrow and look at it, see where the temperature sensor is. Might be on the inside, might be on the outside. I keep getting forums saying it's on the outside. Some say it's on the inside. So the only way to figure it out is to get up under there and just look around the transmission and see if something that looks like a temperature sensor. If it's not, it's in the transmission. So, and then we'll check the cooling lines and the rate and the cooling condenser radiator part. See if that's all good and there and everything. And then we'll just have to take it to the dealership and let them figure it out and go from there. So, but guys, thank you so much for watching. This one's a little weirdy because I didn't film as I was driving, and you know, it was a little different from the first one. But it's good information for you if you really like the war pedal, of the power and everything. I do have the first one I did. If you want to check that one out, you can go down into my channel's videos and find that. You can watch that one as well. It's the same kind of concept of just that was in my silver one instead of in the V8. So I just thought I'd try to bring it back again. If you guys were interested in it, please give me a thumbs and like. And if it's something that you're interested in, go cop yourself a roar pedal. And like I said, I do have one roar pedal available for a 2006 Cadillac STS, 2005, 2006. As long as it's a V6 STS, it shouldn't matter. As long as it's a V6. As long as it's a V6 STS, it shouldn't matter what year. So, so if anybody's interested in it, hit me up. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for anybody who wants to. So let me know what you think. Should I do a giveaway? Should I just randomly give it to a person who wants it? I have no use for it, so I really don't. I have the V8 one. It's already installed. I don't need the V6. I really have no use for it whatsoever. So if it's something that you're interested in, you want it for your car, go down in the comments. Let me know. If it's something that you'd be interested in, we'll work something out. I don't really know which way I'm going to go with it, so I really haven't decided. But if someone says, I'll buy it, I'll take it, or whatever, then hit me up. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to go cool down. It's hot, sweaty, and it's been a long day. So you guys have a good and blessed weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next fix. Until then, peace.